Well, let's get more on this now with Entifadh Qanbar. He's the former spokesperson for Iraq's Deputy Prime Minister, and he joins us now from Washington, D.C. Welcome to the program, Entifadh. As we heard there, it's not the first time that Muqtada al Sadr has announced he's quitting politics. So why has his latest announcement sparked such a violent reaction?
Well, this is very different and very dangerous. You have apparently Ayatollah al-Ha'ari, which is basically the reference of Muqtada al Sadr after his father, basically was under what appears to be a coercion. I call it like almost like a gunpoint. This wrote a letter, said, "I'm stepping down." That's unprecedented in the Shia clergy, or someone to step down. "I'm stepping down. I'm retiring, and all my followers and the followers of Muqtada al Sadr, he's not their legitimate leader. They should switch to Ayatollah Khamenei, who's the leader of Iran," which is basically this is a death bullet, a political death bullet to Muqtada al Sadr, and basically they forced him to an existential threat. So when he said, "I have to step down or retire or quit politics," he basically was the only person who was controlling and stopping violence by his followers. You have too many followers, and they want them to switch based on a piece of paper to Khamenei. It's unheard of, unprecedented anywhere in the world, and it's quite outrageous. So Muqtada Sadr represents a group of people, the impoverished Iraqis, the underclass, the deplorable, the very poor Shia. So it's a class division, and it's also the elite clergy, Shia clergy in Najaf, who are the wealthiest and the elitists, are all non-Arabs. So there's two aspects. There's an Arab versus Persian control, and there's also the poor versus the rich. Plus, Tehran never stopped their ambition to transfer the center of gravity of Shiism from Najaf, where it should be, where the Imam Ali is buried, to Qom. And this is another blow and to Shiism, to Islam, and also to any patriotic Iraqi or any Muslim who is who basically feel pride of his Islam belonging.
Yes, tell us more about this relationship with Iran, because Muqtada al Sadr, as we know, has been locked in a political standoff between other Shia Muslim rivals who are mostly backed by Tehran. What role is Iran playing in all of this? Is this essentially a proxy battle between Iraq's independence and Iranian influence?
Well, in 2004, the Iranians has no proxies in Iraq, and they wanted someone to fight the Americans. And Muqtada was formed the first group of Mahdi army. We then worked very hard to mediate a peace, between Muqtada and the U.S. military, and we prevented, to a large extent, my boss, the Deputy Prime Minister of Iraq, Dr. Ahmed Sharabi, prevented the raid of American forces to Najaf, which could have been a huge disaster for billions of Muslims. So, but at the same time, Muqtada is an Arabist, as an Iraqi patriot who feel he has the right to rule in Iraq and not be influenced by Iran. So the relation between Muqtada and Iran is like high tide, low tide, sometimes good, sometimes bad, and a lot of times it's been summoned to Tehran. This time, and he also knows where the red lines are to protect his own life. But now, when they wrote him off in one piece of paper, he has no chance but to withdraw and let his 2 million followers loose to go against Iran's proxies. Unfortunately, the Iraqi Shia leaders who are opposing Muqtada, they acted like was in the Bible, on the Quran, Joseph brothers. They conspired against, and they wanted to throw him in the well with the help of Iran, and they wanted to write him off. The reason why, because all these proxy groups has splintered from Muqtada with the help of Iran. Iran wanted to create a counter power to him, but they are not nearly militarily strong as he is, he could crush them in hours. So, short of military option, they use the religious clout and the Hawza and the Qum influence on Najaf, on Al Ha'ri, to basically write him off, which is unprecedented, as I said.
Okay, certainly a tense situation and one that is rapidly evolving. Entifadh Qanbar, we really appreciate your analysis. Thank you again.